Do you ever look at your hand and think it looks like a claw? No, I haven't had anything to drink. Not even my coffee. All right, we're going to talk about what we are. We have to get in touch with this. When you do, you can go to a mystical, amazing, fun place that's so exciting. And anything that challenges you is actually going to fuel that excitement because you know something new and amazing is opening up. All right, I'll give you some great examples here and you can use them every day. The challenges are actually doors opening for you. This is not what we are. You ready to go into that space? Let's do it. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. I'm serious. Doesn't it look like a claw? Isn't it weird? Okay. All right. No, I'm being serious about this. We aren't this. How can we be? You know that people that transition over communicate with us. You know this. We hear this over and over again. We know that people have had near-death experiences. They actually did die, have come back. Tell us what's over there, that they didn't end. In fact, they got released into a beautiful space. What stops us from comprehending that that's real? We're so limited. So I teach breakthrough fear. Why do I teach that? You're born into a world of fear and limits. You're told to be afraid. You're told not to go after anything. You're told if you do go after something and it doesn't work out the way you think it should, or they think it should, it's called failure. See, I told you so. Stay in that safe, limited space. And so everybody tells you this, and everybody's walking around doing that, criticizing you. This is how things are. Don't do that. Or you're cray-cray. Yeah, well, look at inventors, anybody who's accomplished anything. They're cray-cray. And look at what they've done. I want you to know something, that absolutely everything is an opening. Everything. Because every time a challenge comes into your life, it is a gateway. And if you've taken breakthrough fear, you know this. We go through gateways. It's a gateway to something expansive. Why? Because you have to master it, and then it opens the door for you. When you don't, you stay back here, and you stare at the door, and you're petrified to go through it. And you think, wait a second, I don't even know what's on the other side. How can there be anything bad there? Because I am everything. And so I participate with it. So whatever is there is always going to work in my favor. Everything's always working in your favor. So I gave the example of me always never being able to swallow anything bigger than, a pea. And eventually, it's getting worse. And me thinking how cool it would be to have my throat open. I didn't know that was possible. I read about it, thought, oh my gosh, this is a real thing. I could actually get my throat stretched. Did you know that? Next week, I choke. I end up in ER for 9 hours. I had to spend the night. I had surgery. They actually had to go in and surgically take it out. They couldn't get it passed through. They stretched my throat. Look, a challenge. A door opened. My throat opened. I can breathe. It feels amazing. This is what normal people breathe like. I could swallow something bigger than a navy bean. Was that bad? No, it was an opening. And so it led, by my suggestion, my directive, my quantum keyword that I placed out there. If you haven't seen that video, you're always placing keywords out in artificial intelligence, like on YouTube, sends you what you're, looking up. And it just sends it, no judgment. So, all right, so I'll give you an example. All right, my friend and we belong to a wine group. And so we're really excited because we're going to all these really cool events. And so tonight there is, a wine gathering. And so yesterday, the leader of the group says, oh, the facility had to, cancel our, night because they don't have enough people there, servers. Is that bad? Guess what? My friend owns a wine bar. Right here. I could walk to it. And so I got a hold of her and I said, could you accommodate like 20 people? She says, yeah. So I put them together. We're going to my friend's wine bar. Now my friend has about 20 people coming to her wine bar. I get to go to the wine bar at my friend's. We restored the evening. It's all good. It shifts into something else. And it may look, really bad in the beginning. So we talk about, what about cataclysmic events or all these other stuff? Well, you can take that to an extreme. There is absolutely in every challenge something beautiful and amazing. So let's say it's death or, abuse or whatever that, a huge opening happens when we take it to that next level. But you have to have that event or that choice or that action to facilitate that opening. Now, I did unknowingly facilitate this. I did it. So you could say, well, that just happened to me. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I facilitated it because I kept thinking it would be really cool to get my throat stretched, and had just found out that was possible. So now I placed it out there, and the universe took everything that I wanted and created an event that appears to be very bad. And that's what all these other things are. They're not random. You are somehow facilitating it, possibly from a past life, to work out things with another person or a soul group, or possibly to master forgiveness or master things that you really want to take to, really dark levels, to know what that is. Okay, I think I can handle this. I've done all this. I want some big points. I want to really understand this. So I'm going to go into this lifetime and I'm going to get a real big challenge. So, you sure you want to do this? Yeah, piece of cake. No, we get here and then we forget all this stuff, and then we're like, this is serious pain. And it is, because it's an illusion. But it's still real, right? Because we have to have it appear to be real. It is real, but it's really not the essence of who you are. This is real, but it's not who I am. But I get to play this out with my claws. So that's why I said, you break your finger, you better take care of that finger, because if you keep chopping fingers off, which is all the people that you hate and all the bosses that you despise and the parents that abuse you, if you keep cutting those fingers off every time they're broken and you don't help repair them or nurture them, you're going to end up with no fingers or hands. And you love these, you want these. This is good stuff. Stay healthy. And so when you oppose yourself, which is the fragment of you out there, the people that have harmed you or all these things, you become very unhealthy. And we all do. You contribute to the, let's just say, the lowering the frequency within the collective, because if we're one thing, of course it affects me. And that's part of the game. But more people are going into the Great Awakening. It's cool, right? So you probably feel it, but you're going to go through challenges. Don't be afraid of the challenges. And fear is our biggest, let's just say, our biggest challenge, right? Our biggest barrier. It stops you from going after things. It keeps you in blame. And that's an ego-based thing where my problems are you. Well, you have to participate in it for it to be a problem. The other biggest thing is, it can't be a problem unless you think it is. I don't make you think that. He doesn't or she doesn't make you think bad things. I love it when people get on comments and they say, no, it's this way. I'm like, did you listen to the video? The videos, it is this way. And it's my way. And it's her way and his way. And that's the whole point, is it's everybody's way. So you get to choose it. So you can go through the most horrific thing with some, you can have a horrible marriage, or you could have all kinds of things. If you want to spend your life in that pain, that's your choice. But, it's so much more fun to see the opportunity to open that gateway. If you take Breakthrough Fear, you guys have seen this before. All right, yeah, if you've seen Breakthrough Fear, these are free videos. You can sign up, and I introduce you to opportunities. One is a free mobile app. What am I manifesting? What directive are you putting out there? Every thought counts. That's why I call them quantum keywords. A quantum keywords is just one thought. One thought. It counts. The computer's working. Boom. Fear, anger, and then so you're connecting with that. You're creating. You're dialing into it. You're dialing into your radio frequency. So, oh, I'm thinking this over here, but I keep dialing into the same thing over and over again. And that's all it is. It's very simple, but it's deprogramming, and I'm one of these teachers out there that can guide you past it. So if you want to come break through fear, I have a free masterclass. If you go to my website, landriaonkka.com, you can sign up for the masterclass, or you'll see it when you come in my free series. 1 hour. How do you break through fear? What is it? Why do we break through it? Why don't we try to eliminate? What purpose could it have? A big one, and it's really good. It's actually really, really good. And when you see that, and that's what breakthrough fear does, you see it so differently, and you'll actually get excited. Somebody just said that to me, and I thought, oh, I totally relate to this. They said, this is going to sound weird, but when some of these really big challenges come and they seem really bad, they get really excited because they know big changes coming. I said, I do too. I do too. The things that people usually can't tolerate, sometimes I feel so exhilarated by it. And then there's no fear. It's like, wow, something really cool is going to happen. And I know, and this is my directive, and it can be yours, I know something amazing is coming. I know something beautiful, amazing. But I have to know it and see it and recognize it and open that door. If I don't open that door and I retreat, because the world tells me I should be afraid, there's failure. There's no such thing as failure. And this is the programming of the planet that's dissolving because we know it's not real. We know that there's nothing that can harm us. And we know that the one source of everything is unconditional love. So how can anything bad come from that? It's an experience. Yes, it hurts. It sucks. It seems unfair and painful and horrible sometimes. And this is a cruel, cruel planet. It's a master planet. A master one. You are so honored to be here. If you recognize that, you will be honored to be here. And thank you for being here. But, you know there's no buts on my channel. But, you also have to recognize that in order to go to that next level where you engage. See these jet pilots? Engage. Get in the dogfight. Well, we're not here to get into a dogfight, but we're here to engage. Don't retreat. Do your best, and you don't have to be at the front lines like people like me. You know, it's not easy for all those teachers to sit on these social media platforms and try to make a difference. We're in the line of fire in a lot of ways, but I have to say, you know, and I'm going to share this with you, the love and the support that I get is overwhelming. And the few great, great things that come over, they're far and few between. And when I do come over, they do come over, I realize, A, they're on my channel, so they're hearing me, which is a positive thing. And no matter what their comment is, I know that they're coming from pain and separation. And they see the world that way. And I'm okay with that. But get your facts straight, okay? What are facts? We have to know that we can't be the conduit of negativity and rumors and false information. That's the only thing I ask you is no false information. All right? And if you don't know, just don't say anything. And opinions are always welcome, of course. But if you're going to choose an opinion, ask yourself if it's a positive one. If it's not, that's another directive that's going to affect you. It harms you because what you give, you receive. And you can change all of that. You can change all of that. So Breakthrough Fear, fully functional, a lifetime teaching now, lifetime with weekly coaching for 1 year, every week, private coaching with me. And then the most amazing teaching. Why do I say it's amazing? I'm not going to take credit for it. I'm just saying amazing because the results have been for my students. And they've taken it over and over again. You have access to it, and it takes practice, and you got to hang in there and take responsibility. Once you do, it will empower you. And I'll show you how to do that. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope that you will sign up for my free video series, and you'll get introduced to all kinds of cool stuff. And then also, these are free videos. You know this. I always give you my offers at the end because I want to give you options out there to change your life. And this is why I teach business, because we have to be responsible for that too. What we do for a living, how we contribute to the planet, and how we earn our money. You got to pay your bills, right? Let's do it in a way that's impactful and allow other people to make positive decisions by what we offer the world. How amazing if we all did that. All the other crap would go away. It would dissolve, and then we have to clean it up, of course. Okay, so I'm going to go off to my wine tasting here in a couple hours and examine my claw. And then I thank you so much for being on my channel, and most of all for being here on this planet. And just be amazing. Be amazing in every moment. Love, compassion, that is you. That is another form of you. It's our energy field walking around, expressing itself in every possible form. And how you react right now is the test. Can you love even though A, B, C, D? Can you love anyways? We'll see. I know you've got it in you. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.